It's believed that this is where the gateway to hell is hidden. This is Houska Castle, and it was built about 30 miles away from Prague in the countryside. And the legend goes is that it wasn't actually built for occupancy. It's believed that the house was built to keep something inside. The house was built in the 13th century, but there are many odd things about it. A majority of the windows are fake, and it's not located near any travel routes. There's also no source of water going to the castle or fortification surrounding it. Soon after the castle was built, rumors began to spread that the reason it was built was because it was there to cover a hole in the ground. However, this particular hole was heavily feared because it was believed to be the gateway to hell, and locals were afraid of whatever demonic creatures would crawl their way out of this deep dark hole. After the castle was built, prisoners were often offered a full pardon if they dared be lowered down into the hole. The reason for this was because no one actually had ever been down there and no one knew how far deep this hole actually went. There was one prisoner who did agree to do this. He was quite young, so he felt like this was a second chance at life. So he was lowered into this deep dark hole, and shortly after, all everyone heard were a bunch of screams. Immediately they started pulling him back up, but when he got to the top, he appeared to have aged about 30 years, having gray and white hair. And a few days after that, he passed away due to unknown causes. However, because this hole was causing so much chaos and fear amongst the locals, the king knew he had to do something about it. So he ordered for a chapel to be built over the hole and dedicated to Michael the Archangel. Over the centuries, the castle has belonged to a wide variety of people, including the Nazis during the Second World War. But one thing has remained certain about the castle is that it's definitely haunted. And today the castle remains open to the public, with many visiting tourists claiming that they've heard very strange sounds, seen shadows, and even been touched. So what do you think? Is Houska Castle hiding the gate to hell, or is it just another hoax?